Here we go, y'all. Indulge with Chef Queen and Jay. Oh boy, we have a great one for you today. We are doing barbecue jackfruit with our indulgent essential spices, which is our spice line, raspberry barbecue sauce.
Oh yeah.
You're not even ready.
No, you never had that before.
Never had that before. We might blow your mind, a little flavor bomb here and there. Okay, the whole show is gonna be a flavor bomb.
Yes.
Let's talk jackfruit. Jackfruit is a great vegan alternative to meat. So here is a sample of what it looks like on the inside. You see this on the outside. This is usually you see at the Indian mart or the Asian mart, and you're like, what the heck does it look like on the inside? Ta-da! Simple. The yellowish part is more like fruit. This part right here is more like a pulled meat. And so this is a great alternative for vegans for meat. We're gonna show you how it works. Personally, we don't start from this. That's a little too labor intensive. We start from this. This is from the can. These are the ones that are in brine. These are the ones that are in syrup.
Yeah.
So our trick is that we like to use both types. It gives you two different textures when you do your barbecue sandwich. So I'm going to chop up these, pull these, combine this with a bit of this. I'll explain more about that in a little bit. What else?
This and this.
And this. And
all right.
that.
So let's start with the jackfruit.
Jackfruit, let's go.
All right.
All right, y'all. I'm going to show you how this looks. Look how cool this is. You see how when you pull it apart, it looks like pulled chicken or another type of pulled meat, a pulled turkey,
a pulled turkey.
So what we do is this. I grab me a handful.
I grab you a bowl.
Thank you. You're going to want to have a bowl aside. Oops, excuse me, sorry. Take my knife. Rough chop.
Oh yeah, chef.
Fun parts about this, you see these little seeds? Because they've been pickled in brine or the syrup, cut right on through. It's just texture.
Yes. So that part that you're cutting up, chef, is this white part.
Correct. And all I'm really doing is getting through that kind of extra fibrous part.
That's perfect.
And you don't want to go too much. You're not doing minced meat. We're not doing that.
And kind of pull it apart when you
pull it apart when you put it in the bowl. And one of the great parts about a pulled meat sandwich is the fact that you have different textures. We always eat with our eyes, but we eat textures. It's a textural thing. The parts that are sweeter or in that syrup,
there you go.
what you want to do is lay them on top of each other. If you're starting out, I would start out with 2. And you want to cut slices.
It reminds me of mango. It looks like mango.
It does.
It smells.
Smells
amazing.
so amazing.
It smells very sweet.
Yes. And you want to do this one in a little bit more of a fine dice. And the reason why is because this is going to be more of the texture of your thigh meat or a darker meat.
My favorite.
Yes.
I love dark meat.
So one of the things that makes the indulgent experience of Indulge Catering's barbecue jackfruit is that we give you this textural explosion.
Everything's not the same. It's not mushy.
No. Excellent. So now, when I have all of this working, do you see those beautiful different textures that are in here? We have some kind of stringy, we have a little bit more dice to it. Also, because you have it brined in a salty brine, also a syrup. What that does, yeah, thank you. Keep chopping while we're doing that so we can have some food. What's going to happen is that once that barbecue sauce hits it, and our barbecue sauce is a sweet and tangy barbecue sauce. Once that barbecue sauce hits it, it's going to react differently with the syrup or the brine. So that's why we do that. Thank you.
Oh, yeah.
See, this is why I love my sous chef right here. Because what she is, she's my right-hand person. A sous chef typically dices, they chop, they...
do all the work.
Do all the work, yeah. I'm going to let her have that one today. It's too early. So,
Chef,
she is the workhorse. I'm not going to lie. She is the workhorse. If I say I need this for the recipe, she goes ahead and she chops it up, dices it up for me, and everything of that nature. So,
You start your... heat up your pan?
I surely will.
All right.
All right.
I got you covered over here.
Wow. So the next step for Indulgent Essential Spices are our barbecue sauces. We've been using them in the business for the last 7 years.
Yes.
Mainly because I love crazy kooky barbecue sauces. But the next step is our raspberry barbecue sauce, the OG barbecue sauce, which is the original. You gotta have an original. And Coco Cafe. So it's a play on the mole with Abuelita chocolate and Cafe Bustelo. But they're coming next, and they're coming hard, and they're gonna hit the market, and we're gonna take it over by storm. So I'm excited. So we're gonna heat up this pan to a high heat, and that's because I want that pan to start to get really, really hot. We're gonna have some of our light tasting extra virgin olive oil in here. And we're gonna put some onions in here to saute the onions first, because every good barbecue that I've had a nice undertone of onion in it. So we're gonna have the onions in here. Would you mind just taking a moment and slicing me slithers of onions, please? Sure. Awesome. In this pot also, because we wanna get it blooming and blossoming, we're gonna have some garlic parsley. It's dried garlic with the parsley. And you want to be a little bit careful. The reason why I put this in now, but also watch it, is because garlic burns. Once it burns, you have to throw it away. You don't eat burnt food. We like blackened food. It's a whole different show. Not burnt food. All right.
How would you like your onions?
I would like some thin slithers. Oh, that's perfect. Just cut that in half and put it in the pan. Beautiful. Now, I say slither. I'm from the Bronx. I'm going to jamble a word anyway. I blame my mother. My mother will make up another word. It's called, in high school, I went to Brooklyn Tech. And in high school, my best friend Brian used to say preciousisms. And what that is words that if you wait a minute and think about it, you'll really know what I mean. That's what that is. But that's why Jay White works so well with me, because she understands everything I mean. So I need thin sliced onions to go into my pan.
And when I don't understand, I just act like I do.
And do what you want to do, and it's usually right. That's what happens when you're married. Listen, y'all, we've been married for 9 years. We've been together for 15. If she hasn't figured me out by now, I got a lot more work to do. All right, how's my jackfruit coming?
It's coming.
Awesome. So what I want to get my onions almost to the caramelization point. What that means is that they're going to go from white to a little bit more clear. If you notice, I didn't put any more seasoning in here because that in raspberry barbecue sauce that we make has a lot of seasoning in it. It has garlic, it has rosemary, it has some oregano in it, it has some parsley in it. I can't tell you anything more. You have to buy a bottle. But it has all of those beautiful spices in it. So you don't want to over spice or over salt right now, because if you do, you're going to end up with a salt bomb and nobody's going to want to eat that. Dump that right on in. Perfect. Ooh, that round of applause sound. That's what you're looking for. That means your pot's hot. That means everything's working properly. Excellent. I'll tell you another cool part about using the jackfruit in the can is that it's already pretty much done. You really could just heat it up and eat it. But what fun would that be? So we got to meld the flavors together. So what I'm doing here is really heating everything up, and then I'm going to bring the flames down to low and let it simmer and let all that indulgent beautifulness that is in that barbecue sauce get into this jackfruit. And if you had smell-o-vision right now, you would smell these onions caramelizing, see the flavors really just starting to meld together. The colors alone are exciting right now. But when we add this barbecue sauce to it, oh my gracious. Wait till you see that beautiful color. I need to show y'all this bottle. This is beautiful flavor bombs in a bottle. Garlic, rosemary, some onion in here. Look what it does. Now you can't be scared of this. Now we want a saucy, because I'm from the Bronx. We need a saucy barbecue sandwich. See that? Look at that. And if you notice, the shards or the shreds are going to begin to take on that shredded meat.
Oh, yes. Chef, can you pass in the bottle? I'll pour
some water in it. Yep.
Let me have the lid.
The great part also is that when you're doing something like this, you can add a little bit of water into this, into actually the sauce bottle, shake it up, get all the tidbits out of that bottle.
That's chef's favorite word.
Tidbits. That's right.
Cracks me up.
All that means is the bits and pieces is a tidbit. You got it? Awesome. If you would pour that in while I'm stirring, that'll be dynamic.
Can do that, chef.
Thank you. While she's pouring this in, I'm going to go ahead and let this simmer and let this go, and then Chef Jay is going to make her aunt's baked beans. Vegetarian, dynamic. They might be a little bit better than my mother's, but shh, don't tell me. The secret to Chef Queen's brain. Secret, goodness gracious. Okay, the secret is I love international cooking shows. And I love how dope international cooking shows are. How they use different spices, how they do different things, and use molecular gastronomy, which is the cooking with science and chemistry. And I like to do that. I don't really see it here. And it's all the norm, I feel like, over international. That's India, that's Europe, that's Africa. Just different spices, because I am a spice purveyor, so I love spices. And I go, I wonder if I can do that. And then I try it. And then if it works, it works. And if it doesn't, she tells me. So yeah.
Let's jump into these beans. These are my auntie beans. I know growing up, right, she used to make these every cookout. It was such a joy. And I've never had anything like it before. So what I'm gonna start off with is the onion. We're also gonna put bell peppers in there as well. All right. And what I use is vegetarian baked beans. Growing up, my auntie, once everything is done, once the beans are done, she used to top it with bacon. But we're not going to have, we're not going to have bacon today.
Negative. No. There's no pork on any of our forks. No pork on the fork.
No pork. So these are going to be completely vegetarian. So I'm going to dice up this green pepper.
One of the cool things, and I commend Jay about, is that when we met 15 years ago, she ate pork. I'm Muslim. There'll be no pork on my fork ever. And so she changed, and she did a really good job. The hardest thing for you to give up was what?
Bacon.
So I had to
bacon and pepperoni.
Yes, my gosh.
There's nothing like a pepperoni pizza. Oh my gosh.
I didn't know. I never had a pepperoni pizza until we found halal, which is kosher for Jews, is halal for Muslims. So that means that the meat was killed humanely. But we have a halal pepperoni that we eat, and it's absolutely amazing. And she says it's good, so it must be good. And then
It's
we
awesome.
have turkey bacon. I had to source turkey bacon, and turkey bacon is amazing, especially if you get the one that's the thigh meat. It's awesome.
Yes, not the one that is stamped out and
Don't
looks
say, don't. I'm about to say,
uniform.
yeah, there you go. Good job.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say who that's by.
It's not my
But
first
y'all know.
rodeo.
Yes. Sticks and then dices. So if you're cutting at home and you're dicing these at home, first of all, can we just say how soothing the sound of that chop is? I'm gonna just let y'all hear that.
Once I get to the end of the pepper.
Ah, there it goes. There it goes. See, when you're supposed to go slower, slower, faster. But you do sticks and then dices. Sticks and dices.
Yes.
That'll make sure that your stuff is uniform. And uniform food cooks the same. So you don't have to worry some stuff raw, some stuff cooked, like that.
That's very important.
Very important. What flame would you like for your beans?
Medium, please.
Medium. Awesome.
Just remember my auntie just having family cookouts and having these beans and just being in the backyard and it's hot.
Wait, was this in the Durham?
Yes.
Durham location?
In Durham. Yes. Durham growing up. We're going to add in the onion and peppers.
And why don't you saute these? I never asked you. I just watch you cook it. Why
Yeah,
don't you
don't have to
saute
saute it because the beans and the onions and peppers are going to cook all together.
So grab the flavors of your beans.
Oh my goodness. Yes. Party.
You threw away my pepper tops.
I sure did.
Those are my snackies.
I know.
Oh my gosh. So that means you got to cook faster so I can eat faster.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
All right. So I'm going to turn this heat up. Turn it up a little bit. All right. And we're going to add in some seasonings. So we have yellow mustard. She always put yellow mustard in there. Always put brown sugar in there. Little salt and pepper, always.
I'm going to grab the cutting board because while you're doing that, I'm going to start on the slaw that's going to top
Okay.
that sandwich.
All right. Grab a spoon. I'm just going to put a little mustard in there.
I love the tang of a mustard. Now, that is something that my mother also does in her beans because, I have to get my brownie points back because she's going to get me when she sees this. But mustard in your beans creates this tang. And you can use a French's mustard or yellow mustard, or you can use a grainy mustard. But truthfully, yellow mustard is the best.
A little salt because your canned bean already has salt added, so just a little bit. And pepper. Black pepper makes everything better.
All right.
And you just stir that. And like I said, my auntie used to start it on the stove and make sure the sugar melts down, gets all bubbly.
Oh, that looks good.
Your peppers and your onions are cooking at the same time. And then she used to throw it in just a Pyrex, right? And then put the bacon strips on top and then pop it in the oven. Today, we're just going to finish it on the stove. I'm going to turn it up. And we'll taste it later.
When you lift up another cool trick I learned the hard way from water on my feet, is that when you lift up your pan, make sure you lift it up with the drip edge going into your pot. This way that hot steam hits inside of your pot versus your foot, the counter, or the stove. So like this.
Oh yeah, let them know, chef.
Okay?
Smells amazing.
Thank you. That's that
I
raspberry
smell the
barbecue.
raspberry,
Yes.
the vinegar.
Ooh. And
So
by
awesome.
having that lid on there and letting it stew in, what that does is it begins to caramelize the sugars inside of this barbecue sauce. Also, because we're using fruit, fresh fruit, that raspberry has a natural pectin in it. And what that does is a natural thickening agent. And that thickens this up as well. So when you put this on that bread and it sucks up into that pretzel bun, woo! Y'all not even ready. Flavor bomb all day. Our guests today, they might hug us. They might hug us on this one.
Chef, I'm gonna take over your job.
That's
We're
why you're
gonna
the sous
start.
chef. That's why
You're
you're the
right.
sous
You're
chef.
right. You're right. We're gonna start on the slaw, the indulgent slaw. What we have in the bowl right here is just a broccoli slaw mix. It's our favorite. It's crunchy. It's fresh. We love to use it. Has carrots in there, broccoli, the stalk of the broccoli, and then some red cabbage. Not that much, so we're gonna add some red cabbage into there for the color. We want those colors to pop.
I also like using red cabbage because it's the colors of our business. That purple cabbage, our business colors are purple. Purple is the color of royalty as well. And you eat with your eyes. So because you eat with your eyes, we want that pop of color. And it's going to look great when you put that red barbecue sauce with that beautiful pretzel bun. And then you'll have the greens and the oranges and that purple. So.
That's right, Chef. What she said.
I always watch her when she cut, make sure it's cut the way I like it.
That's right. How's it look?
Doing a good job. Good job, Darren.
Yeah. So kind.
Thank you. All right, wait. Okay, yeah, that's enough.
Good to go.
Good to go.
All right.
All right, good job. Your beans are bubbling. Should I stir them?
Yes, please.
All right. Just trying to get closer to tasting. That's all that is. That's all that is. Oh, yeah. Let me smell these. Ooh. So, green peppers have a different type of smell. And they have a different taste. There's about 5 different color peppers, like a sweet pepper like
slaw
this.
party over here.
Listen, keep doing your slaw party. I forgot what I was trying to say to you. But the green pepper, we like using this because it has more earthy, I guess you can say, taste to it, versus your orange pepper, red pepper, or anything of that nature. So, but I smell that. It smells like a cookout.
Excuse me.
Using my favorite, vinegar.
Vinegar.
Apple cider vinegar with the mother.
With the mother.
All right.
Who mother?
The mother.
All right, we have apple cider vinegar. And this is just a light slaw, light vinegar-based slaw. Try to keep it, healthy, flavorful options. Into that, we add our smoky maple seasoning. Gives you that smoke like you're at the cookout, in the backyard. That's banging.
That's banging. See?
Done.
Boom, bam, bam,
Boom.
boom.
Mhm.
Yes.
A little more lemon pepper.
Closer to eating. That's what that means. Awesome.
Then we have some garlic parsley. Because why not? I need a little sugar. I'm going to borrow some of this brown sugar.
Yeah. This way you echo the flavors.
That's right.
So echoing the flavors mean that there's something, same flavor in each of these. So we're going to put the brown sugar in your slaw because it's going to echo the flavor of the brown sugar in the beans, which is then going to echo the flavor of a little bit of the sweetness that's inside of your raspberry barbecue sauce. So, all right, while you're finishing up that, I'm going to bring everything over so we can begin to plate, we can eat, and then we can welcome our guests. Game
Sounds
plan?
like a plan.
All right.
Instagram. Things every hour.
Follow
Every hour.
hashtag. Yes.
Every hashtag.
I have a cutoff time. I'm not allowed to send her Instagram stuff after 1 a.m. And I still send it, but I don't care.
And then she finds the kookiest stuff, and then she's like, wants this big dramatic, reaction from me. And I'm like, that looks whack.
Yeah. No, that's not what you said. You go, well, who gonna do that?
Yeah.
I'm not doing that.
I say that about a lot of
Who gonna
stuff,
do that?
yes.
Which staff member gonna do that? Not this one. Pretzel buns, great pretzel buns. And the reason why you want a good hearty bun when you're doing something like this is because of the sauce. That barbecue sauce is going to soak into the bottom of that bun.
Let me do
the beans
first.
There you go.
Hot. She hot.
Yes. And the reason why we didn't put the beans on the plate, you're going to see it's a great presentation. But also, I don't want the beans to soak into my bun, and then this way it'll
make a soggy bun.
We don't like no soggy bottom buns.
No, not allowed.
No. Ooh.
Look at that goodness. You feel like you're in the backyard
I
yet?
feel like a little bit. Without the
Cookouts.
mosquitoes. Beautiful.
And with AC.
And with AC. Because AC makes your life better sometimes.
All the time.
I feel like we're getting older. That we want to be inside during the barbecue with the AC versus outside playing.
That's you getting older.
Oh, I'm going to let you have that one right there. I'm going to let you have that one right there. See, that's what happens when she gets hangry. Yes, that looks amazing. Remember, we eat with our eyes. Plating is important.
Yes, chef.
I just really do love when you say that.
Make it feel good.
It made me feel real good.
You'd be like, oh, yes.
Yes. Thank you. Yes.
The chef.
Yes. Awesome. Now here's my part.
Nice.
Beautiful bun.
Ooh.
Now, here's a great trick. I don't cut it all the way through. Keep it so that when I plate it, you're going to see this beautifulness. Watch this. A hunk over it, right on top.
Let the people see.
Right on top.
Yes.
Ooh,
They want
look
to come
at
to the
that.
party?
No, I know. Right on top.
Yes.
Wait a minute. The slaw? Nope, don't even put that there.
Okay.
Put my hand in some slaw.
Oh, you showing out.
Showing out.
Look at that. So
Right on
pretty.
top.
Look at those beautiful colors.
Close
Just
that down
pop
just a
bubbles.
little bit. Right on top.
I'm ready, chef.
Matt gonna love this.
Yes.
Our guest today,
Yes. Matt gonna
Now.
come through.
Matt. Yes. Matt's not ready for this. See, Matt is a meat eater. And he is from
Is
New
a
York.
meat eater.
A meat eater.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
I
I
follow you.
speak
I
too
follow
fast. I speak too fast. A meat
It's the
eater.
New York,
You know, it's not like an anteater. It's a meat eater. So, we told him we have some barbecue for him.
Yes.
Pulled barbecue. Now, he should have known it wasn't going to be pork because, you know, I don't eat no pork on my fork. But this right here, we're not going to tell him it's jackfruit. We're just going to tell him it's beautiful, amazing.
I'm gonna tell Matt it's jackfruit.
This plate is yours because it's got a little sloppiness. We can't give our guests sloppy.
Let's take this out to Matt. Let him enjoy. See what he feels.
I gotta wash my
because we know
hands.
how you feel.
Okay, oh, that's right.
Yes,
Let me
yes.
wash my hands, wash my face, and we're going to see y'all next time.
Yeah, see you next
Indulge
time.
with Chef Queen.
And Jay.
Thank y'all so very much. Try this. Tag us, post it. Love it. Oh, look at that smell.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh yes, sir.
I love the color already.
Awesome sauce.
So, this is our barbecue jackfruit.
Jackfruit.
Yes.
All
Barbecue jackfruit.
All right.
It is plant-based.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to give you all the stuff now.
Okay.
But when you taste it, go ahead and taste it. Just go ahead and taste it.
All right. All right. I think I'm about to mash this down.
Yes,
Get in there.
please. That's how you do it. Get the juices on the
Ooh,
bun.
look at that.
Yep.
It's just got stuff just pouring out. Oh, it smells amazing.
Yeah.
That is so good.
Yes.
And you didn't cook this on a grill, but it got smoky,
Yes.
it got sweet.
Yes. That is that slaw.
The
So
sauce.
you smokiness is in the slaw, and then the sweet is from the raspberry barbecue sauce.
Oh, now I need that napkin.
Yes, that's what the napkin is for. There you go.
And I heard something about Jay anti-beans.
Yes.
Beautiful.
Auntie's recipe minus the pork bacon.
Good job.
Those are delicious. You guys are crushing it. So good. So good.
right. Good,
That's a party in the mouth
Yes,
right now. From the South.
From the South. Got that indulgent flavor.